Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Scorpio, we're getting some interesting messages this week from the Ancient Ones. They put their little card in another deck and kind of made it obvious to me that this is where the messages are coming from. Very ancient, old guidance energy. And what exactly are we getting messages about? So we're getting messages about your spiritual success and activation. So it's a spiritual success spread that I haven't used in a while. Well, obviously using it this week. It's kind of a cool spread. So what we're going to look at is the area of your life where you feel the most disheartened or blocked in, how this block shapes the course of your life, what you can activate in your life right now, and how you can move away from your worries. So to do that, I'm going to start with my Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and then I'm going to move into my Shadowscape Tarot. And I got the teeny tiny witch on the side. Everyone needs to use it. All right, Scorps, my Scorpicinos. One more. Scorpio, Scorpio. Where art thou, Scorpio? Maybe somebody looking for you. All right. Spiritual success and activation spread. Messages to Scorpio from the Ancient Ones. Area of their life they are disheartened or blocked in. How this shapes the course of their life. What can they activate in their lives right now? And how they can move away from their worries. Tend to the small things. Kind of feels like right now you might be caught up in a lot of small things that you need to do. Like a lot of things that might, it's almost like the prep work. You know, I'm picturing someone going camping. I mean, camping's a fun thing to do, but the camping is where you want to be and what you want to do, where you want to go. But before you get camping, well, you got to get all your stuff together and you got to make sure that it's all in good order, that you have what you need. If you don't, you need to make a list and then you need to go shop. You know, like that's all the stuff that you got to do before you get to the big event. So I don't know. I know what the big event is. I don't know. Like it could be something fun. Like maybe it is a vacation. Maybe it is a new job. Maybe it's closing off a job. You know, all the little things that you've got to do. You have to tend to the small things right now. And it's like, ugh. So how does this block shape the course of your life? The abundant universe will provide. You will be rewarded for all of this hard work. Oh, well, that makes sense, right? If you go camping totally unprepared, you don't check your equipment, you don't see if the tent still works, if it doesn't leak, if there's spiders living in the sleeping bag, you know, you're not going to be rewarded with a good camping trip. So by tending to these small things, you know what? The universe is saying you're going to have an abundant future ahead in some aspect. Likely the aspect where you feel yourself having to focus on the tiny little things to get you there. So that seems pretty good. Yeah. What can you activate in your life right now? Open to infinite possibilities. Your camping trip might get diverted. You might end up camping somewhere else. Oh, that's interesting. Open to infinite possibilities. This is kind of feeling like knowing that you're ready. Maybe you don't know where you're supposed to be going. I don't know. There's the real big sense here of a journey. Oh, sorry. My mom is down for the weekend. Or she's going to stay for a few more days because it's a family day weekend here in most provinces in Canada. And her bathroom, I think, is right above my office. So she's either flushed the toilet or running some water. Anywho, so just let's get pushed past that. I want to say that this has that feeling of like you are getting ready for a vacation, but you don't know where you're going. It's funny because I want to bring up the whole idea of manifestation here, which I do believe in, but we have to work in conjunction with the universe. That was I found that a fascinating message in Libra about, you know, when manifestation is toxic or we're utilizing toxic or ego energy. But this right here feels like you're preparing for something. It is almost like, you know what, Cindy, I want to go on that vacation. And it doesn't have to be that in your life. So if you're like, I'm not planning a vacation, Cindy, this reading isn't for me, you're looking at it too literal. It's a metaphor. So the vacation is a representation of something in the future for you that's going to feel kind of good. But to get there and experience it, you got to plan ahead. You have to plan ahead. And then you have to do all the things that planning ahead indicates that you need to do. So it's almost like that. Like I see someone who maybe is going through, maybe you literally are. Maybe you're going through all your camping equipment and you're thinking, I want to camp this year. I don't know where I'm going to camp. Yeah, but the whole idea that this is be open to the infinite possibilities is how you can activate your life right now. I just want to say that the universe may throw you a curveball. And I feel like though the curveball would be a little bit like, you think you're getting all this camping gear ready to go camping. You're actually getting all this camping gear ready to go and give it to someone. Like I just say, like, there's something like that there. It doesn't have to be it, but it's that curveball, right? And you're like, what do you mean? I'm not giving my camping gear away. No, you might be. It's as if, you run into a family that maybe is just moved to your neighborhood or country and they've never experienced the culture that you are familiar with or something that you love to do. And they've just been invited to do camping and they don't know what you know what? I don't know where I'm going to use it. Here, take the tent, you guys take that stuff and you use it. You know what I mean? Like it could be like you're getting something ready in your life. You're tending to the small things, but the universe, there's an indication here that the universe might throw you a bit of a curveball. So, but go with it. Use it. Activate your life because I feel like it's doing something that the universe would like you to do. You're prepping. You might not know exactly what you're prepping for. You have a sense of it. And the universe is going to provide for you, honey. It's going to provide for you. There will be abundance. Don't you worry your little heart. But the universe is also trying to provide for others. And they find that within us, right? So it just feels like you might have something that somebody could use. And you're getting it ready right now. And you kind of think you might be getting it ready for you. But the universe is saying, you know what? This family could really use that. Or I don't know. Don't know. But the universe says, no, don't you worry. We're going to provide for you too. But we do that through each of you to one another. So how can you move away from your worries right now? I don't know if you have a lot that you're worrying about. I mean, maybe it has something to do with all the little things. Feel like, well, maybe life feels small. Maybe some of the things that you're doing feel kind of insignificant right now. But they're not. They really are not. Because I feel like if the things that you are preparing in your life right now, it just feels like so insignificant. I want to be at the destination at this point. I want to be on the vacation. I want to be at the goal. Where I want to go with that, there's a pause. Where I want to go with that is, it feels like materially you're preparing, but I feel almost like the universe might take that to help someone else. And then the abundant, the energetic energy that you're putting into that manifestation is going to be delivered to you. Maybe not in a form that you know or expect. I don't know. So how can you move away from your worries right now? Now is a lucky time. So, well, believe that you're in a positive cycle. Believe that this is a good cycle for you. I don't know. Maybe there's even something going on planetarily, astrologically, that could be significant. I know people come to these readings with different placements. You could have a moon in Scorpio, a rising, a Venus. I don't know. But this is a good time for you. This is kind of like something that perhaps you've been preparing for. Oh, wow. The card at the bottom just blew my mind after what I said with this, with open to infinite possibilities. And I talked about it. It's like you're preparing something, but you're not going camping. Someone else is. Give with gratitude and grace. How cool is that? I mean, because that's what that would be. That's what that would be. I haven't camped in a dog's age. Love camp. I don't camp. So I don't know where this is coming from. I cottage. I'll tell you all right now. My Taurus moon doesn't camp. It cottages. It needs blankets and beds off the floor. Anyway, so those of you who like to camp. this is like this is something. It's like, oh, preparing. And it doesn't come in for you like that. Give this up. Give this to someone. The universe got something for you, honey. Just like the universe had something for someone else. And you were the vehicle for that gift. That's kind of beautiful in a way. I want to say I have my Pisces, my Pisces friend. I'm going to call it Spices again. I'm getting your nicknames are becoming ingrained in my head. She kind of utilizes life that way. Very much so. Like I would actually even, they actually camp too, which is kind of funny. It's funny, like the universe provides for them so many times. Like it pays it back to them. But she doesn't do it. They don't do it, I'll say, because both her and her husband are like that. They don't, not that I know of or I can see, do it because they want the payback. It just happens, right? So that's kind of interesting. There's something here about that for you. Now, okay. The Tarot. The Two of Pentacles is coming out with 10 to the small things right now. It is. It's keeping all the little things in life that you got to keep in life balanced and managed and, you know, keeping it all in the air. This mouse, though, is not a full-grown mouse. I'll tell you that just from my studies in biology and entomology. His head is way too big for his body unless it's just the perspective of the drawing or the photographs, like a puppy. But his feet, yeah, his back feet are a little bit big. He's disproportionate to the size he's going to end up being. His head is bigger than his body. So your goals and your plans might be bigger than what you're ready to take on right now. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're caught up in something here. You can't. It's like a strong obligation. The Five of Swords, but I almost see you trying to get out of it. Well, I don't know. Be careful with that. Okay, I'm going to pull all this out because you're going to see the cards in a minute here. Oh. So I'll tell you what this is. This is not giving your camping equipment to someone else. This is this is think you're going camping and then you realize somebody just bought you a cruise ship and you're going to private. So you be open to what the universe, the possibilities it wants to bring to you. I'm telling you right now. Wow. What is that? Oh, I might even pause this to just sit and meditate on these cards. Okay, the Six of Wands and the Tower. I'm hearing destruction with purpose leads to success and accomplishment. Destruction with purpose leads to success and accomplishment. Oh yeah, here's your cards. Okay, you know, we'll get there in a minute. Let's do this in the right order. Okay. But I'm still seeing what I already said. I just want to go over there. Okay. The area of your life that you are disheartened about right now is, you know, it does feel like you're just dealing with little things. Like you're making sure the bed is made. You might not even be packing camping equipment or looking at it. It might not even be that exciting. It probably isn't. It's like emptying the dishwasher, adding to the grocery list on the fridge, the Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords. Lord, save me from this mundane existence. So that's where you are now. All right. So that's not everything. That's just something that you're disheartened about. But it's funny though, because that feels like everyday life and the absoluteness of it. Just, yeah. You're tired of tending to the small shit. Big shit. Well, I tell you, it's good. How's this block shape the course of your life? Well, let me tell you. This block, where it feels like you might be trapped in the mundane, is as if the universe is preparing something wonderful for you on the other side. Now, I don't feel like it's going to feel like there's any, I don't think it's going to feel like there's anything wonderful on the other side. Because you got the Three of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and then Judgment. So this is being broken in love, heartbroken. This is feeling very defeated. And I heard life's purpose. So maybe for some of you, you feel like there's something that you weren't able to accomplish, that you really wanted to. It was a real goal you had for yourself, maybe. And with the Seven of Wands, now you're just, this funny, right? Like this fox, she's defending her little ones against this badger. So, you know, break it all down. When everything is broken down, I don't even remember what I said because I channeled that, but success is sitting here. And the Two of Pentacles could also even be rebuilding something. This is very mundane and tedious work to do that, to rebuild when the castle has fallen. And whatever the castle is, obviously represents things that I feel are important to you. It could be family, with this fox guarding the little ones and the badger coming in. Thinking of the things that we house in the castle, that we keep in there, our possessions that are connected to nostalgia, memories, experience, you know. I am picking up that somebody has experienced a home fire, a fire, like some destruction of the home here. Wow, that's, you know, it is some destruction of the home here. But I'm seeing, okay, open to the infinite possibilities. It's still coming through this turkey with the give with gratitude and grace. It's almost like going back to, I don't know, like a hurricane or a tornado, and your house is just rubble. You know, everything, you know, all the pictures of your kids growing up. Oh, it's just terrible energy, isn't it? Like, it is. It feels like something, like so much could be gone, and just trying to pick up the pieces and not really knowing, well, where do I go now? What do I do now? The Five of Swords, the two, like things could have been cut out of your life, right? Like that would be things being cut out of your life, and it's almost like going to the rubble. And with what I see in these cards as the whole table of them, going to that rubble, trying to see what you can find, and you find a blanket. You find a blanket. It's not torn. It's a little bit dusty. You shake it out. God, it's the blanket. And maybe it was your favorite blanket. You know, like maybe it was a blanket you had as a kid. Maybe it was a blanket that you gave your child. And then you're walking down the street with all you could find that was left was the blanket. And you see like a kid or a mom or somebody or an old man or some sitting there cold and wet and tired and also defeated. And you give them your blanket. It's beautiful. Like, it's kind of touching. It really is. There's something about paying it forward when you have very little to pay forward with. And the universe here, because Judgment comes in next after the Seven of Wands, like trying to protect what you can here, the little that you have. Now, y'all saw the cards, right? When I put it on the screen. Because what can you activate in your life right now? Look at this Empress, right? There's like this beautiful abundance coming in here. But it's also, what does the Empress do? The Empress would give her blanket. She would give her favorite blanket to whoever she saw there who was cold and wet and needing it at that time. And at the time, it was like, well, the only thing I had left of what I could find in the rubble of my life, you know, like that, what you could find in the rubble of your life. And then, oh my God, the Nine of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, doesn't it feel like the page, this child energy, really? And giving something, giving what was left of your dream to someone else, even. It's like a tragic, a beautiful story. And that is being open to the infinite possibilities, because even the passing on of the blanket is just literally very similar to the scenario of getting all your camping equipment ready to go camping. And then you just run into this family, and I don't know why you wanted this family to go camping. I'm getting like this cultural thing. Like it's something that you love, something coming from your heart too, with the Nine of Cups. Like there's something there, like, you know, maybe it's somebody who's just immigrated to your country or your town, and you know how beautiful your place is. And you would love to share that. Or maybe even like someone who saw your camping stuff, talking to someone who just moved into the neighborhood, and oh, such a beautiful country here. Just love this place. I would love to know. Don't know. It must be so expensive to be able to get all that camping equipment. I don't know, right? Like there's something here where it's like, you know what? You take it. You go camping. You go camping. You take my blanket. You take my blanket. And it does have a feeling, right? Like somebody younger than you, somebody just starting out possibly. But that's the funny thing. Like it honestly, with the cards that are here, I feel like you're kind of just starting out with, I don't know, like something that has crumbled, has come down, and all you've got is just got two little bricks here. Just gonna build with these two little bricks. What can I find in this? You can find the universe trying to use you to gift someone else. The universe getting ready to gift you. But in the meantime, well, how can you move away from your worries? Well, now is a lucky time to do that. You're coming into a period of luck, good fortune, and maybe it doesn't feel like it because you've come off of a tower. You've got a lot of tiny little things in life to deal with. Even if it feels like all you have is your old camping gear, the only blanket you could find in the rubble of something. This is the energy that leads you to abundance. And these cards, I need to sit with these. This is something else. This is really the Hermit and the High Priestess. Yowzer, like that is some powerful, powerful energy. This is like knowing thyself so well. Knowing yourself so well. And in knowing how that is connected in the cosmos, how that is represented, understanding even perhaps your purpose on some level here that you found in yourself. And if you found this through some sort of difficulty, that's what makes it so powerful. The Ten of Swords comes in though. It's almost like to say, erase this now from who you thought yourself to be. Very Scorpio, right? You're given the rubble. You build it up. You give it away. You break it apart. Almost like your identity and what you built up. And now you give it away. You break yourself apart. And then, I don't know, something else. But now, so this is a fortunate cycle that you're going into. Take some chances. Go with your instincts here. You know, when luck is on your side, now is a lucky time. So too, if there's something that you've wanted to do that felt like, you know, nothing has ever really worked out for me at this point, trying to do that, this could be the time for you, Scorpio. This could be the time for you. Or right now. Tend to the small things. The Six of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. This could be like literally managing a budget. This could be, but wait a second, no. Well, it could have been. No. You're healing from this. You've been tending to smaller things. Okay. Yeah, there's something here about significantly giving of yourself in the past in some fashion here where you had something to give. It could have been like charity. It could have been volunteering. It could have been a position you had in a company, a family unit, like you were the one giving here. But the Four of Swords comes in. It's like taking a break from that. Taking a break from it. Healing. And the Two of Pentacles, like just managing life, man. Managing life. So, I don't know, maybe some of you have taken a break from something too. The King of Wands. Oh, you had to, wow, this is like, okay, you had to really step in and take control over some part of your life here. Some of the things, like maybe it felt like things were racing away from you and you had to manage them. Some of you could be planning, you literally could be planning some sort of a vacation or travel or going somewhere. A destination in mind here, that's coming up for sure. And, you know, getting the camping gear ready. The Eight of Swords. Because I look at the King of Wands. He's the one, like, making the plans here. All right. The Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. This is so weird. Like, it is. It does look like some of you have taken a break from work. And it feels like this work has something to do with the Six of Pentacles, with you, like, being in charge of resources. Like, here, you take this, you take that. This has been cut out. This was something that made you feel trapped. Being in charge of resources made you feel trapped. And now you've been, like, doing smaller, more, well, not more, they're not more insignificant. They're not. You know, because that's the kind of thing too that can happen to people. That I say people because I know a few, just a couple, guys that have taken on the responsibility of putting their career on hold and, you know, staying home and looking after the kids. So I know that it's not just women. For the most part, it can be. But there is something like that, you know, like coming out of a career. And, you know, you get accolades with this. I mean, oh, look at these people. Oh, what do you have to give me today? I'm sorry, the camera's closer. Can you see it? What do you have to give me today? What can I, oh, yeah. Like, you know, it's like somebody who has the resources, somebody who has the answers. And then you rest on that. And then you're dealing with the small things. That totally feels like somebody who was, you know, had a career and now, oh, I gotta get those diapers washed. I gotta something here. Like life has taken a change in where you manage your own resources. Say that. There's that Five of Swords, which leads us to, yeah, you cut something out here. The Three of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Well, this is like, I want to say, you've cut something out here so that you can have more fun in life. You can have some more fun in life, but you're not there yet. Scorpio, you're not having fun yet. Welcome to life on planet Earth. But you will. You will. Oh, I see you having fun over here. You will. Yeah, but it's just not happening. He's just like doing all the little things, man. Yeah. Okay. The abundant universe will provide. How this block shapes the course of your life. Okay. The block. Why is your heart broken? I don't know. Why is your heart broken here? Or why is there a broken heart? Why is there a broken heart with the Three of Swords? The Two of Swords and the Five of Wands. There's no way forward without like some sort of conflict. It's being, okay, all right. Well, I don't know what that is in your life. I'm not going to over ask questions. I just see it. So I've learned with Scorpio. You know, you don't have to understand everything about it. They get it. So there's definitely some sort of, it feels like there's no way forward because it's just, either direction you choose could end up in a bit of an argumentative catastrophe. With the Seven of Wands too, right? Like it's to protect yourself, protect what you've built. You've got to, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Sun. Yeah, you're preparing for your camping trip. Well, let's see what happens. Open to the infinite possibility. Well, let's see how that unfolds here for you. Well, no, I got to get to Judgment. Because you are, honestly, you're protecting yourself till you have one more resource to add. Till one more resource can be added to something. You're watching and waiting for it. And the Sun, you know exactly what it is. You're pretty clear. You're clear with what it is you want. You're clear with why you've taken certain things out of your life and what you would wish to focus on instead. And then while you're caught in the mundane, I'm sorry, I'm just because the squirrels are running back and forth on the fence and Larry is too. He's not winning. They're just too agile. Anyways, it's quite entertaining. Yeah, you're caught in the mundane before you have some sort of, maybe there's abundance. You're like, this cycle is lucky. It's abundant. It's fruitful. But there's a change. There's a big change here in your archetypal identity, your ego. I don't know like how long you've been in that, but that's, I mean, it's very powerful. It might even take a hot minute to come out of it. Because the Ten of Swords is here, like that's wiped out. That's a clean slate. Judgment. Oh, you got the Empress. Oh no, I think the squirrels are trying to have sex. That's what they're doing. And Larry's interfering. Yeah, they're doing like a little, they're doing the stuff before that. Anyways, maybe the Empress, right? That's very fruitful and abundant. So over here, what can you activate in your life right now? Is this Empress is to give your blanket. It is to give something of yourself. Give with gratitude and grace. Be open to the infinite possibilities. But as I say in my readings, it's always a bit of a conundrum because you can't give it because, well, Cindy said in the tarot reading through Spirit that if I give my last thing that I will be rewarded. That's not how it works. You just have to give. The Three of Pentacles, open to the infinite possibilities here. Something to build. A project? A group of people? The Empress. Oh, the Magician. Oh, this is like giving your last blanket, offering your camping gear. This is actually stepping into the first step of an abundant manifestation. This is not because you're not stepping with the idea of lack, basically. You might have nothing, but you got the blanket. Look what I have to give. Because you give, the universe brings back. Oh yeah, those two little squirrels are in love. It's kind of cute. The Nine of Cups. Well, the Death card and the Ace of Swords. Well, there's your rebirth. Clear. You're clear about who you are. You're clear about what you want. You're clear about, I don't know, honestly, whatever you want to be clear about, what the universe has to offer you, all the possibilities in life. You're open to many different avenues. The Page of Pentacles. You yourself, you might even be learning something new here. The Page of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Ten of Wands. Shit, this is no, this is not you. This is almost like somebody who waits for you. Somebody in need. Somebody in need is waiting, trying to keep balance in a where there's a lot going on. The Ten of Wands. That's funny. This page is waiting with a lot of burdens. Could be a child. Somebody with less experience. It's fascinating, Scorpio, because it really keeps bringing it to this. Like, if you are the Empress, what is the Empress going to do? The Empress is going to give her last blanket. And there's like literally somebody waiting for you. The universe is waiting to use you to give somebody the last blanket that they need. Now, how to move away from your worries. Know that this is a lucky time. Because you're giving away your last blanket, your camping gear, it doesn't mean that, well, now I have nothing. So you see what kind of cycle that is, Spirit? No, it means now it's a lucky time to receive. It's to look at it too, the perspective, right? You could say, that was so lucky that that blanket was there for me to find, or I would have had nothing to give to that cold, tired, old, young person on the side of the road, right? It's the perspective. You could look at it and say, what kind of luck was that I had to give up my blanket for that person? That's a bad, shitty attitude. That's not abundance. Just to look at it and see how the universe is using you to provide. There must be something special about you, right? To do that. Now is a lucky time. Ooh, the Queen of Wands. Oh, well, that's interesting, because you're over here with the King of Wands, with the Two of Pentacles, right? You're like having to take control over your life and maybe planning a trip. It's a lucky time. Maybe you're planning a trip to see somebody. I don't know. These are like two, I want to say, very powerful energies. You and someone else here? I wonder, because now you have like two masculine, well, maybe I said that, so maybe that means something to somebody. But now you have two identities here, two archetypes, right? That are both deep knowers. This is somebody who finds answers deep within themselves. So in like the context of it to me is almost like the universe resides within them, and they are able to pull out very strong knowings out of themselves. And then this energy feels like the universe resides around them, and they are able to find that everywhere. So I don't know if this is a lucky time for you to connect with someone who is, I want to say, very similar to you in terms of spiritual energy, but utilizes it in a very different way and finds it in a very different way. The Hermit. So, okay, this Hermit dude, the Page of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Lovers. Okay, this Hermit takes commitment very seriously. This Hermit is on a new journey, perhaps towards commitment, because it's starting out with the Page of Cups. The High Priestess. I want to say the Hermit takes responsibility and commitment very seriously. And I want to also say that this Hermit, because they know things within themselves about the universe, they know too when they like meet people that they've known in past lives, or that they can see things. They see things here. Okay, so the High Priestess is the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. This High Priestess, so I don't know who you are. You're one of these over here. I don't know, maybe you're the embodiment of both somehow. Could be. But this High Priestess energy takes small things and builds them up into larger, more stable things, and does this through exercised experience. And I say exercise, like exercising. You've gained a little bit of experience, now exercise that more, like utilize that a little bit more. Oh, that's interesting, because this page, are you the King of Wands? The Page of Pentacles could be someone younger for you. Somebody younger that you're dealing with. And they've created something. They're creating something. But heavy work is involved here. It's interesting how secondary messages come through when the cards all connect like this. It's like a puzzle, right? All right, the Ten of Swords. Well, this is all done. It's finished. The Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. Oh no, the Tower, the Two of Pentacles. I just talked about that. The Tower and the Two of Pentacles over there. You got that. And then the Queen of Swords. This is like cutting through and making everything clear. I'm going to say, whatever this Ten of Swords will be, there's a communication, some form of communication that takes place here. It's it ushers in a new emotional cycle here, like to feel things that you haven't felt before, or that you haven't felt in a long time. But then it's followed by confusion, or at least it could also be identifying something as too good to be true. That kind of feels like it, because, yeah, that is too good to be true. There's an illusion here. This isn't right. This needs to be broken down, and it is broken down. And then it's kind of broken. Something is broken down into its basic parts here with the Two of Pentacles. And then once that happens, everything can be seen clearly. That was fascinating as shit. Scorpio. I keep wanting to call you guys your names. It's funny. Seven of Pentacles. Well, yeah, keep planning. Keep organizing your camping gear. Yeah, well, because you're on your way here. You're on your way to give your blanket away. I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to look at the cycle you are leaving, the cycle you are entering, what the void for you will be, what your focus will be in the void, like between those two energies, and then advice for you. Oh, and Larry's going to sit on the big, it's like an outdoor, it's built into the deck, like a big table or something. He's going to sit and watch the squirrels romance each other from a distance. He's just like a big white glowing orb. So I just having a Larry moment. So it's my watching Larry. He's very much like he should have been born into the body of like a tabby. Just like melts in with his environment, wants to hunt, but he's a big fancy puffball. He can't understand why I need to brush him. He needs to be looked after because he's getting mats and it's funny. Anyways, he's definitely going through an identity transformation. So Pisces, Scorpio, whoever you are right now, go do the extended. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.